If you feel that your life is stagnant, that your efforts don't seem to move you forward, then get ready for a real change. The truth is that most people remain where they are because they focus on big changes, forgetting the transformative power of small daily adjustments. Imagine knowing exactly what to do to reach a level that few even dare to. In this video, we will explore strategies that make self-development fast, effective, and accessible. We will discuss how to evolve beyond 90% of people, not by competing, but by growing and perfecting yourself in a sustainable and powerful way. These are not empty promises. We will look at every critical area of your life, showing how emotional control, the structure of habits, and even your environment can be adjusted to work in your favor. Does that sound like a lot? It is exactly that. But what sets these strategies apart is that they don't require a radical change all at once. Small adjustments applied consistently can create results that accumulate and transform the way you live, think, and feel. So, are you ready to step out of your comfort zone and build a new reality for yourself? This video isn't about temporary motivation. It's about creating a life system that works and sustains your well-being in the long run. We will talk about self-development in a practical way, without illusions. Throughout this guide, you will discover how to shape your environment, control your emotions, and transform small habits into great achievements. It's time to challenge the status quo and learn what truly works to achieve what many consider impossible. If you want more clarity, more productivity, and control over your future, stay here. This journey is for you, who is ready for a real and lasting change. Want to know how? Let's get straight to the point. Imagine that small changes can create a transformative cascading effect in your life. This powerful idea is one of the most solid foundations for anyone seeking quick and lasting change. Think of the simple habit of waking up 30 minutes earlier to organize your day. An action that seems small, but can have a huge impact on productivity and discipline over time. This is applying the Pareto principle in practice, focusing on the 20% of behaviors that bring 80% of the results. A classic example, dedicating yourself to a brief and inspiring reading every morning. This may seem minimal, but when accumulated over weeks or months, it builds a solid foundation for self-development and well-being. Adopting this principle is more than just a life hack. It is a fundamental strategy for those who want to surpass 99% of people. This practice of investing in the small and reaping large-scale rewards is like planting a seed of rapid and effective personal transformation. When you start with specific and consistent actions, such as replacing 15 minutes of social media with time for reflection or daily planning, you open up space for progress that is not just desirable, but tangible. Each small change in successful habits adds up, generating impact in various areas of life. Now think about the domino effect. When you take care of one essential area, perhaps your physical health or mental well-being, it inevitably reverberates into other parts of your life. It's as if by taking good care of your body through regular exercise, you automatically begin to adopt healthier habits in your diet, improving your sleep and even your productivity. Small changes can indeed open doors to larger transformations. And understanding this allows you to apply a strategic logic to each daily action. And this strategy doesn't require an enormous amount of willpower. It's more about the power of conscious choice, being in control of the small decisions that shape our days. An example? Instead of deciding to radically change everything at once, consider adopting the approach of a mini habit. How about choosing something small, like drinking more water throughout the day, and focusing on that until it becomes second nature? This is what distinguishes sporadic change from a continuous process of growth and personal development. Ultimately, the beauty of the cascading effect strategy is that it adjusts to anyone's lifestyle, promoting results that are real and measurable. When you see these changes in action, you realize that transformation is not a one-time event, but a constant flow of small victories that, together, make a significant difference. And by applying the Pareto principle, you not only become more productive, but also more disciplined and effective. Ready to take the next step? Because now comes an essential element: emotional control. Mastering your emotions is one of the greatest differentiators for anyone who wants to stand out and achieve a deeper level of self-development and well-being. Imagine being able to identify the exact moment a situation begins to stress you out, and instead of reacting impulsively, you act with calmness and clarity. This level of emotional control is achievable, but it requires practice and self-awareness. An effective tool for this is an emotional journal, where you can note the emotions you experience throughout the day and reflect on the factors that triggered them. This simple exercise helps develop emotional awareness, the first step towards true control over your reactions. Now, think about what typically throws you off balance, like that irritation that arises in traffic. Have you considered turning that situation into something positive? Put on a personal development podcast, something that captures your attention and makes you feel you're in a learning environment. It's a way to boost your mental productivity while redirecting your energy from potential stress to something that truly adds to your day. This type of self-control is essential to avoid toxic stress, which undermines physical and mental health in the long run. Emotional intelligence goes beyond managing your own stress. It also involves understanding and dealing with the emotions of others. Imagine a workplace situation where someone is visibly frustrated. Instead of reacting defensively or irritably, an emotionally intelligent person can see beyond the surface and perhaps offer a word of support or simply listen. This ability to respond rather than react builds stronger, healthier relationships, contributing to a more harmonious environment. Ultimately, developing this emotional intelligence is one of the most effective behavioral psychology strategies to enhance the quality of relationships and personal satisfaction. Building emotional balance doesn't mean repressing feelings. It means learning to express them constructively. How many times have you felt that an emotion was inappropriate? The truth is, all emotions serve a purpose. Feeling frustrated, for example, may signal that something is out of alignment with your values or expectations. Recognizing this allows you to adjust your behaviors, perhaps by setting clearer boundaries or reevaluating some priorities. This constant reflection on emotions helps maintain balance and strengthen self-control. The journey toward emotional control and emotional intelligence is ongoing, and each advance brings more clarity and self-awareness. As you start to master your emotions, you realize that the path becomes less turbulent, and productivity and discipline receive a natural boost. This is fundamental for anyone seeking lasting strategies for rapid and effective personal transformation. With emotional control as a foundation, it's time to look at another crucial factor: the environment that surrounds us. Have you ever stopped to think about how your surroundings directly influence your actions, emotions, and even the way you see yourself? Changing habits, especially bad ones, can seem impossible when you're surrounded by triggers that pull you back into old behaviors. Imagine your kitchen is filled with sweets and processed foods. The temptation is practically inevitable, right? But if you replace those foods with healthy options and keep a bottle of water in plain sight, you're shaping your environment to facilitate better choices. This is how the environment becomes your ally in self-development and well-being. Willpower is incredible, but alone, it's not enough. There's a popular saying, don't rely too much on willpower. Trust more in the environment you create around you. When your space aligns with your goals, changing habits for success becomes more natural. Want an example? Think about the difference between working in an organized environment with everything you need at hand versus a cluttered space full of distractions. This small difference can directly affect your productivity and discipline, turning a simple task into a more easily achievable goal. And it's not just about physical space. The people around you have a huge influence on your habits and attitudes. Being around people who share values and seek personal growth can significantly increase your chances of success in any goal. Imagine you want to start running every morning, but no one in your circle of friends is interested in exercise. Now, if you join a running group, the energy changes. This environment fosters support for your new habit. Shaping your social environment is as important as adjusting your physical space. The digital environment also plays a significant role. Take a look at the social media accounts you follow. The type of content you consume may be shaping your worldview without you even realizing it. If your timeline is full of distractions or content that doesn't add value, consider following pages that talk about self-development, well-being, and productivity. This creates a healthier digital environment where each online interaction reinforces your commitment to your own goals rather than dispersing it. Finally, understanding the power of your environment is essential for any quick and effective personal transformation. When your surroundings are in sync with your goals, every small action feels easier, more natural. By adapting what surrounds you to support your objectives, you are implementing one of the most powerful strategies for emotional control and behavior. Now, imagine how this new setup facilitates the next step, developing an effective routine with the help of practical tools, such as a planner. A planner can be much more than just a to-do list. It can become a powerful tool to modulate your behavior and keep you focused on your goals. When you use a planner to structure your day, you are not only organizing appointments, but also building a system of self-control and discipline that goes beyond willpower. The idea is that by setting times and priorities, you transform the planner itself into an ally in the process of rapid and effective personal transformation. A written commitment is a commitment more likely to be fulfilled, as the simple act of writing and reviewing increases accountability. And there's a detail that makes all the difference: the use of rewards and comforts when planning your tasks. Imagine you set daily goals, and upon achieving them, you allow yourself a moment of rest or something you enjoy. This not only reinforces the habit of following your plan, but also creates a positive relationship with the activities you need to accomplish. On the other hand, when you notice something hasn't been completed, you gain an opportunity to reflect and adjust your approach, understanding what is blocking your progress. This self-regulation system keeps the mind focused and increases productivity and discipline continuously. Now, think of the planner as a kind of personal contract. Each recorded commitment serves as a visual reminder of where you want to go and what is necessary to get there. When you view your planner in this way, it stops being a simple organizational tool and becomes a psychological ally, helping to reinforce emotional control and self-discipline. For example, by scheduling specific times for tasks that require high concentration, such as studying or working on a project, you are creating a dedicated space that avoids distractions and enhances productivity. A practical strategy is to divide tasks into specific time blocks, a technique known as time blocking. This allows you to establish clear periods for each activity, avoiding overloads and ensuring that there is time for each one. So instead of trying to do everything at once and ending up exhausted, you maintain focus on one task at a time. Time blocking not only facilitates adherence to your plan, but also reduces the anxiety that arises when looking at a list of unfinished tasks. Ultimately, using a planner doesn't have to be rigid. The goal is for it to adapt to your lifestyle and help sustain habits. And as you see your evolution on the filled pages, you feel the power of gradual progress. When the planner becomes a personal rule, it brings a sense of control over your routine and allows you to develop the habit of commitment to your goals. With the planning already structured, it's time to shift focus, exploring the importance of concentrating on the daily process to sustain habits in the long term. When we think about achieving something great, it's common for our minds to focus on the end result, that financial goal, the achievement of a physical milestone, or even a professional landmark. However, concentrating solely on the outcomes can lead to frustration. The true key to lasting change lies in the commitment to the daily process. It's what you consistently do, day after day, that turns the idea of success into reality. Imagine constructing a building. It doesn't help to focus on the roof while the lower floors aren't solid. The daily process is the foundation that supports every step of your evolution. This focus on the process helps create a healthy relationship with progress, making each small step a victory that motivates you to move forward. Instead of waiting for the big moment, you begin to appreciate the small achievements, which reinforces your emotional control and maintains your enthusiasm. For example, If you're trying to develop the habit of reading, set aside just 10 minutes a day and enjoy that time without pressure. The important thing isn't finishing a book quickly, but integrating that habit into your routine. Over time, those daily minutes add up and create a rapid and effective personal transformation. The process mentality is also a way to avoid the infamous quick burnout that occurs when we don't see immediate results. When you focus on small daily actions, you start to recognize the value of each of those moments as part of something greater. Thus, self-control and discipline grow naturally. It's like learning to play a musical instrument. By practicing a few minutes every day, you build a solid skill without even realizing it. Over time, progress becomes visible and inspiring, motivating you to continue and seek new challenges. To maintain this mindset, it's helpful to create a personal review system where you analyze what you accomplished during the week or month, adjusting as necessary. This way, the process becomes flexible and adaptable, yet always oriented by your main goals. Think of it as a chance to reaffirm your commitment to self-development and well-being, adjusting what's needed to maintain momentum and motivation. This review system also helps identify patterns and areas that require more attention, strengthening your trajectory. In the end, focusing on the daily process is what truly sustains the habit changes necessary for success and makes the journey feel lighter. When each day is an opportunity to learn and evolve, the end goal becomes a natural consequence. And with a well-structured process, you pave the way for other areas of self-care that complement this journey, such as the importance of sleep and physical activity for balance and mental health. If there's one thing that transforms our well-being and productivity almost magically, it's quality sleep. A good night's sleep, with 7 to 9 hours of rest, is not a luxury, but a necessity for the healthy functioning of the brain and emotional control. When we sleep well, we have greater mental clarity, reduced impulsivity, and better decision-making ability. Imagine facing the day with a sharp mind and renewed energy, free from the burden of lack of rest. Sleep is a solid foundation that supports discipline and boosts productivity. It's like recharging a battery so we can operate at our best. Exercise, on the other hand, is the fuel that helps maintain emotional balance and self-esteem. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. Even a 20-minute walk can make a significant difference in your mood and how you handle stress. By engaging in regular physical activity, you release endorphins and other substances that enhance mood and provide a sense of well-being. This not only contributes to a healthier body, but also strengthens self-control, an essential component for overcoming challenges and maintaining positive habits. Another benefit of proper exercise and sleep is the direct impact on concentration and motivation. Quality sleep allows you to wake up energized, ready to tackle the day with focus. Regular exercise stimulates circulation and oxygenation in the brain, improving your ability to concentrate on complex tasks. Imagine facing a day of work or study with mental clarity and the energy to see it through. These practices create a solid foundation for any rapid and effective personal transformation process. Sleeping well and exercising also directly influence our emotional resilience. A well-cared-for body is more resistant to stress and less prone to anxiety or irritability episodes. Taking a moment to relax before bed, for example, can significantly improve the quality of sleep. Try reading a book or listening to calming music. Putting aside electronic devices that end up stimulating the mind instead of preparing it for rest. These small adjustments in sleep and exercise help balance emotions, strengthening our mental health and overall well-being. The combination of quality sleep and exercise is a simple yet extremely powerful foundation for achieving a healthy and productive lifestyle. When you integrate these practices into your routine, you begin to notice that you feel more capable of maintaining your habits and focusing on your goals. And with a strengthened body and mind, it becomes easier to cultivate good relationships and genuine gratitude, themes that complement this journey of personal transformation. The quality of the relationships we cultivate is one of the greatest sources of happiness and lasting fulfillment. Being surrounded by people who support us and encourage our growth creates an emotional support network that makes life lighter and more rewarding. Think about how important it is to have someone with whom to share your victories and even those tough days. Good relationships serve as an anchor in turbulent times and a boost during moments of advancement. They are fundamental to strengthening self-development and well-being, as well as providing a sense of belonging that few other things can offer. Moreover, healthy relationships remind us of the value of reciprocity and mutual support. Helping someone and receiving support in return strengthens us and reinforces self-control and discipline in other areas of life. Want to see how this works in practice? Imagine you have a friend who is disciplined and focused on their own goals. Being around them can inspire you to maintain emotional control and pursue productivity because we are influenced by the behavior of those around us. Choosing who we spend our time with is a strategic decision for anyone seeking rapid and effective personal transformation. An essential element for maintaining strong and genuine relationships is gratitude. Being thankful for the small and large things creates a positive mental state and wards off that feeling that nothing is ever enough. When you practice genuine gratitude, you start to realize that life is made up of achievements and moments worth celebrating. Taking a moment, whether upon waking or before sleeping, to reflect on at least 3 things you're grateful for helps maintain a balance between pursuing new goals and appreciating what you have already achieved. This small exercise can transform your perspective and bring about a profound sense of well-being. Gratitude is also a great motivator. By recognizing the accomplishments and the people who stand by your side, you feel more inspired to continue pursuing your dreams, but with a more generous and less demanding outlook. Instead of merely focusing on the next goal, you begin to see each step as part of a journey that is worth appreciating. This mindset creates a positive cycle of motivation and fulfillment, as acknowledging progress encourages us to move forward with renewed energy. Ultimately, good relationships and genuine gratitude contribute not only to a more satisfying life, but also reinforce mutual support toward personal goals. When you value the connections you have built and practice gratitude, you feel more motivated to maintain a steady path of growth. With this solid foundation, you will be even more prepared to transform your life and exceed expectations, becoming a true guide for lasting personal change. So, are you ready to apply all of this and truly transform your life? Think about the small changes we've discussed and how they have the power to create profound impacts. Now, ask yourself, what are the first actions you can take today? Perhaps starting by adjusting your surroundings or organizing your agenda to focus on what really matters. The truth is that these simple actions, if applied consistently, can elevate you to a level where few reach. What else would you like to achieve? Which habit, relationship, or emotional change could make a real difference in your life? This is the time to ask yourself and reflect, as true transformation happens in the details. I want to see you continue on this journey, so share your goals and what you have already started to apply in the comments. Let's build this transformation together. And to keep receiving content that truly makes a difference, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way, you won't miss any new videos and will continue to grow and advance one step at a time. This is just the beginning. I hope to see you in the next videos, heading towards a life of real self-development and well-being.